Ba-na-na-na-now.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, my name's Kay, and this is...
Ruben.
And today we are going to talk spoilers about Season 5 of Lucifer, Part A?
Part
One?
A,
Part A.
Okay, so definitely don't watch this if you haven't seen the series yet, because we're going to talk about some of the plot point reveals in storyline that I thought were worth talking about. So, pretty much right, I think episode 1 and 2, they reveal... I mean, we have the twin that was revealed in the trailer.
Yeah.
And that comes quickly to a head
Yes.
as Lucifer has
Mickey,
to come
Mickey.
back.
Michael.
Yeah, not Mickey. Don't call him that.
Mickey.
He'll be upset about that.
I'm sure he would.
Yes,
He gets upset about lots of things.
But he is basically the cause for issues throughout this series, and it's his plans upon plans that muck things up. And so one of them is that Chloe finds out that she is a gift from God.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we kind of knew that already, but she finds out, which is a big reveal in the storyline. And then she finds out that it was Amenadiel who visited her
Mother.
which I thought was quite a funny moment when she thought, wait, are you my father?
Are you my father?
I am your father.
I laid a blessing on her. That's not a euphemism.
That was funny. Okay.
I think it's an interesting concept to try and discuss, actually, like if you believe in God, if you believe that there is a divine creator and that he is involved in human life, then to find out that you have been made for someone else, what does that actually do to your mind? Like, what does that do to your self-worth? What does that do to you as a person? Do you have free will? You know, like, what is determined and what isn't? And I think that's something that she obviously really struggles with. I think it was a concept that we're not unfamiliar with, having been raised in the church. So
Yeah, when we were little kids, we were in churches and they raised us in the church building.
yes, exactly. I mean, that's
The other, one of the big reveals, I guess, was the character Dan sees Lucifer's face.
yeah.
And he freaks out, which is fair enough, because you see, like, a little demon face and like, hello, little baby! Rah! You're like, oh my days. And then he's told by the twin brother who comes to him in all his flappy goodness that, things are not quite as he assumes. And then sticks Dan on a path that is not great.
No.
And then, to do with the baby, found out the baby is mortal.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite a big reveal. I didn't expect that at all. What does that mean? Why did they think it was angelical?
But is it? Because Michael lies all the time.
He does.
So
did he do something to the baby?
Did he
I mean,
do
that's a
something?
big thing.
I don't know.
You never quite know what's going on with the Michael character. Like, what has he actually done? Is he capable of making an angelical baby
So
sick?
Here's my thinking. If the directors had decided that Michael would have the exact same accent as Lucifer, and just because the characterization is completely different as well, the facial expressions, the movement, the
I
mannerisms,
like what he did
all
with
of
the
that.
movement.
You know, I know, but because the accent seems fake, everything else becomes fake and over the top. I think it would have been better and more interesting for the audience if he had sounded exactly like Lucifer all the time.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been a really nice twist on the whole thing that Lucifer's name in the Bible is the King of Lies.
Yeah.
Or father of lies.
Yeah.
He's the one who never tells the truth. Whereas in this season you've got Lucifer who always tells the truth and Michael who always lies.
Yeah.
And so if you'd had them sounding the same, I think that would have been so much more interesting
Would have
and
been interesting.
intriguing for the audience, because every time you saw a character of Lucifer / Michael, you would have had to figure out, like everyone else, who it was.
Yeah.
And whether what they were saying was reliable or not. So
So they had to give the character a kind of a limp, a stagger, a scar.
and a weird accent. And, like proper over-the-top facial expressions.
I think Smeeple are smarter than Smat.
Those smart Smeeple.
Yeah. Well, just gonna give up on talking, man. Jeez. Yeah, I think people are smarter than that. Sometimes I think the writers think the general population won't figure out certain things, and that can be quite frustrating, because there are certain creations with your characters, certain routes you can go down They'll be more fun to watch. And
Yeah.
if you give them the benefit of the doubt, then I like those series where you have to figure it out, where they just plops you straight in the middle
Yeah.
or something, and they don't tell you that much, and you figure it out as you go along. You do little plot reveals as you go along, and I think that works most of the time, and you feel intelligent as a watcher.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Whereas
one is a
this
bit.
one.
This is this character. He's wearing the blue suit, and the good guy's wearing the blue suit, and the bad guy's wearing the red suit.
Yeah.
It does feel a bit like that.
The brown suit in this case.
Yeah.
Anywho, moving on to the serial killer.
Mm.
So, I mean, I don't know what you guys thought, but it was so obvious.
Yeah.
Like, from the get-go.
I think
didn't
it's the
want
first.
it to be,
Yeah,
but
I think
it was.
it's disappointing that that was so obvious, because I think that was the first thing I said to you as soon as
As soon as he arrived on the scene, you were like, I don't trust him.
yeah.
He's way too convenient.
He's too convenient. He's too nice. There's only one really nice character, and the fact that he likes everything she likes, that was just like, yeah, he's totally a bad guy. And then when there was a copycat serial killer, we're like, yeah, that's definitely him then. And then they revealed it, and I went, it was him. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like to be caught unawares.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
But
to be
of course,
smart.
the problem is that it wouldn't have had any impact on us at all if it was someone that we didn't know. Someone who wasn't, like, incidental to the story, you know?
So I guess that's really hard to do,
It
because
is really
anytime
hard
you
to do.
introduce a new character, especially if it's an actor that you know, because we do that all the time. Whenever we've seen a new actor pitch up in a TV series, we're like, well, that's the killer.
Yep.
Or that's the person that's going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very hard to
Because
do.
you know that they're a well-known actor.
Yeah. It is difficult to do, but it can be done because we've seen it done lots of times.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below, which was your favourite kind of plot reveal in the storyline.
Yeah.
Where do you think it's going to go for the next half? Because they left it with God.
God. Which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't expect them.
Oh, I totally did.
All right.
I didn't think it could go anywhere else.
Oh, like the
Right.
boys are fighting.
Right from when it was revealed that Michael has God's ear, that he's now sitting at his right hand, and he's the only one who talks to to Father, whatever. Then I was like, oh yeah, that's what this is all about.
I was going to say
Getting
that
Daddy's
I
attention.
wasn't expecting the actor
Oh, yeah.
to be God.
Yeah.
Loved him from the unit. I think he was fantastic in the unit. That's old school. That's a callback from way back when we used to love watching the unit. Yeah. But he was also president in 24. He's
Was
been
he?
around, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah, he's
yes, he was.
Great actor. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with the God power. Just reminds me of Preacher. I keep thinking God's going to start riding a motorcycle and wearing a cow suit, but you know.
No.
Let us know, what was your favourite bit of the series? Did you have mixed feelings like we did? Are you looking forward to the next 8? Where do you think they should take the characters? Yeah. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember,
Live long
and
Tuesday.
Tuesday.